Oh my God. Please come in, like, and share. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened there, but literally it just went off. It literally just went dead. Please, as you come in, please like and share. Like and share as you come in, please. I'm just going to send the link again. Thank you, Muma, for being so patient. Thank you so much. Please like and share. I'm so sorry, guys. Technical glitch. I don't know. It looks like my phone was hot. I don't know. I don't want to think somebody would want to disturb the show. Please come in, like and share. Like and share, like and share. Please, as you come in, like and share. I'm so sorry about that technical glitch there. Like and share, guys. I'm just going to share this and then we can start. Please kindly join me live. Ray, co-host, I think I have to reduce the volume of your one. Otherwise, my friends will not be able to hear me. Your aunties will not hear you. There you go. That's better. Please, as you come in, like and share, like and share, like and share. Oh dear. Hopefully people will come over this way. Evia Clara, oh, we are back. Yes, darling sisters, we are back. My big sisters, we are back. We are back. I don't know what happened there, but the phone went off. Hopefully we can get more people to join. Just write a show number. Okay. Please share, 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 share. Before the phone went off or before the show went offline, I was asking my darling sisters, my senior ones who were saying generational gap, if they've watched the series, because they promised. I don't go, Lily, you promised to watch. Big sis, NBA Clarence, did you promise me or you watched? I think you watched already. Last show, I think you were participating. Principal, you promised to watch. My darling big sis, Just Babes, promised to watch. I hope they've all watched. Auntie Rosemary promised to watch. I was at the party on Sunday and one designer was calling himself Swanky. The Swanky of our time. But I don't only say I watch but fell asleep. Oh, my darling big sis, oh, you fell asleep. Okay, you catch up. You catch up as we carry on. So today we are going to be discussing episode 2 and 3 of season 2. So this episode is packed with action. Okay, packed with action. You talk about because it's almost like the whole cast. There's literally animosity or beefing happening among these people. Okay, I can think about Annie versus Zari's beefing. Shanti Nikki, you're back, sis. Thank you so much. Please share, like, as you come in, like and share. 6 people watching, 3 likes. Please like and share. So we're going to be talking about the beefing. So this is all about the beefing and Queen Bridget, darling sis, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, my daddy Mrs. Evia Clarence. That's what we're talking about. So, think about the beefing between Annie and Zari. Okay, Annie and Zari beefing, that was from season 1. And then talk about Annie versus Swanky. I had watched, I don't know what episode though, episode 2 and 3 we're going to be discussing today, darling sisters. But you probably pick up when we start talking about it. Is it frozen? Sorry, let me see. It's working now. Is yours hot as well, baby? What's happening to our tablet? Mm? Here we go. You talk about Nadia versus Bonang. You talk about Louis versus Bonang. I mean, there's so many beefing, so many. This animosity is like literally like wildfire among these people. Now, Kanye wants to organize a party so that all these friends can come, put their differences on the table, trash it, so they can all get along. Hot Pepper, welcome, darling sis. How you doing? Hope you all are doing great. Now, before we get into today's into the real thing, which would be the party, the champagne and mystery party that was hosted by Kanye, I want us to look at the rumor that's first of all going. This rumor going out that Two-Face Idibia has fathered a sixth child with a banker, a female banker that used to be their private banker. Kayla, my darling sis, welcome sis. Thank you so much for joining. Now that's the rumor that Siri Muma, thank you so much for joining. That's actually a Two-Face has impregnated another banker with a sixth child. So that's a rumor going around. Now with this rumor happening, Annie Idibia is forced to fly back to Nigeria. We all know the scandal that surrounds Two-Face when it comes to baby mamas. Now, Annie is in Nigeria, you know, to see her family and make sure this rumor is, you know, what she thinks is an old one. The friends are wondering what's happening. Everybody's so concerned because they know it would destroy Annie if that's actually true. Any woman, I mean, of course, although we know that Annie Idibia, history has proven that even if she hears that her husband has fathered 10 other children, she'll probably still stay because that's what, even she's done it and she's not holding him to account. Now, we see Swanky send a voice note to Annie Idibia. For you, those of you who have watched it, Swanky sends a voice note to Annie Idibia saying, "Oh, Annie, I've heard about your trouble. You know, I'm so sorry. Please call me. I know what you're going through." Now, for those of you who have watched it, would you consider that voice note that Swanky sent to Annie Idibia as genuine or just for the camera? Will you consider it as genuine or just for the camera? Because personally, I feel like that voice note that Swanky sent to Annie was just for camera. He didn't want people to see him in the light of a bad friend. Even if your friend is going through thick and thin, you couldn't have reached that person. So he tried to do what is right by the people. I feel that's what I feel. I don't know what you all think about, because his tone sounds shaky but not genuine. Okay, principal said that they feel it was genuine. Okay, now I'm thinking this is a lesson for us already from the get-go. It's a lesson. Why do I say it's a lesson? We have fallouts with our friends. Why is it that some people, when you have a fallout with your friend, you don't go out and discuss and squash it? If you want to make up, you make up. If you want to part ways, you part ways. Why do we always have to feel we have to drag that fallout or that misunderstanding? And only when things are bad, because for some, tomorrow is not guaranteed. 7 months had passed that Swanky and Annie had no form of communication, and he only reached out because he heard that Annie was going through this alleged rumor with her husband. It's a lesson for us, and he panicked. We don't have to leave things to go out of hands for our friends before we think, oh my God, only if I knew, I wish I'd handled things differently. You don't want to give yourself that, just find, create yourself that situation where you find yourself regretting for holding on to something that wasn't even meant to be held onto. If we are meant to have fallout, we are friends, we're meant to have differences of opinion, we're meant to have clashes, but the best thing we can do is trash it and get over it. My darling Big Sis and a friend, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, Big Sis. Proud Canyopiana Quara di Bonka, welcome. I see you, my darling. Now, let's talk about how everybody wants to know what's happening between Swanky and Annie. People are uncomfortable with what is happening between Swanky and Annie. Swanky doesn't want to say it, Annie doesn't want to say it, but eventually Zari and Kanye, and Nadia and Kanye sit him down and push, and we finally hear Swanky open up to explain why he is upset with Annie, or why he was in the first place upset with Annie Idibia. Let me read what my darling basis has written. I think Swanky is a real friend, and he was immediately touched because of their previous commitment towards each other. Okay. Now, Kanye Kiki, welcome, darling sis. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. And he cried like a baby. He did, this sis, he did. Now, Nadia and Kanye are pressing hard on Swanky to open up, because this is what people need to understand. When you have a circle of friends and you have common friends, when two people are fighting, that negative energy rubs around everybody. It rubs on everybody. That's what people fail to understand. It's like what is happening in our community at the moment. Okay, the positive community, people are fighting among themselves. One big family that used to be so united, now you have infighting, you have misunderstanding, you have people who don't tend to get along with each other. But then there are still people in our community who still love and care for one another. And so when we come together, you find the people who don't get along and the people who actually get along, you know, mixing together, and it's uncomfortable for everybody because all people want to do is get along. And that's exactly what is happening with these people here. They want to try and sit down and trash and squash every beef that's happening between these people so people can live happily and freely. And because they've pressed so hard, Swanky decided to open up and explain to the girls why he's been holding this grudge against Annie for 7 months. Now, this is Swanky's explanation. Swanky explains that, I know I mentioned in my previous show, I think. He explains that he was on the phone to the manager. He was on the phone to Annie's manager. When Annie called the manager, I suppose Annie must have called the manager on another phone. Now, why Swanky was still on the other side of the phone, Annie was talking to the manager on the other side. And unfortunately, the things that Annie was talking about with regards to Swanky were not so nice. And now, you, the manager, the right thing to do when your boss calls you and you're on the phone, you need to tell the other person, I need to drop you because I need to pick up this call. Or better still, if you feel like the boss would probably want to catch up with that person that you're on the phone with, you could say to your boss, oh, hold on a minute, Swanky's on the other end. Would you want me to keep the phone lines open so we can talk as a trio? But this manager did not do that. All she did was to put Swanky on hold while she was talking with Annie Idibia, and unbeknown to Annie Idibia, Swanky was listening to everything she was saying. And, you know, previously, Swanky and Annie have been, you know, planning this party together. It was Annie's idea to throw a party, an all-black party. And Swanky wanted to do this with Annie. But because Swanky heard what Annie said about, you know, the negative things that Annie, which we still don't know what exactly those things were, Swanky decided to go ahead and do the party by himself. Now, if you ask my opinion, is Swanky, you know, right for going ahead and organizing that party without Annie's knowledge or even an invitation? I would say no. Because to start with, it wasn't your idea. And Swanky, from every indication, you were reluctant to host that party. So why would you now decide to go ahead and do the party just because your friend has upset you? Now, this is a lesson for everybody. Let me speak before I read the comment. This is a lesson for us as friends. Okay. Many times I've heard people say, oh, I overheard a conversation because somebody you were talking to forgot to hang up the phone or forgot to hang up the call. And while the lines were still running, they turn on. For example, my co-host is here and my darling big sis, I don't go Lily calls. And I'm talking, and you know, and I hung up the phone. I think I've hung up the phone, but the lines are actually open. And my big sis, because she's so polite, I'm the one who called. She wouldn't want to hang up the call. And then I'm talking to the co-host. Oh my God, you know that your auntie, Adongo Lily, she's so mean. You don't know what she said the other time. Oh my God, very crafty lady. She said very foul words. She called on people. She talks about people. She bad. And we're talking and talking without realizing that the phone lines are still on. We have to remember, courtesy. Make sure you double check that your phone conversation with somebody has actually ended completely and is off. Even some people have left their phone and accidentally pressed on video recording and recorded themselves in not so comfortable position while the other person is on the other side of the phone. So we have to be very, very, very careful. That's a lesson that we need to understand. Do not. And also, the fact that Swanky, let me read this before I carry on Swanky's explanation as well, and lesson that we can learn from it. What's Kayla saying? Kayla said, I blame Annie's manager. Sack the manager. Manager should have cut off the phone or make Annie know that he, yeah, exactly. The manager, of course, Adongo Lily was sacked. It's a former manager now. Needless to say, that person was sacked. Asking for a friend, Auntie Dearest. Welcome. Sorry, Auntie, I couldn't join your show. I took your baby to soft play. So by the time we left soft play, came back, prepared dinner for her to have a little nap. I was just getting ready for the show, so I couldn't catch up your show. I'll have to rewatch it. Kayla says, one lesson I have learned in life is never to have anything serious with a public figure. Davido just claimed his other son on air while Chioma is still in pain. It hurt. Oh dear. Oh dear. And that's because they put everything on social media. But Annie kept refusing that she did not say anything and that call never existed. And Big Sis Anafred, because she, you know, sometimes when you're frustrated by something, you talk and you don't remember, especially if you're not holding it from a very bitter place. It's not an excuse though. So she was refusing, not actually knowing that that conversation was was overheard by Swanky firsthand, which is even more embarrassing for Annie. I felt so embarrassed for her, to be honest with you. I did. I could see that Annie was very guilty as child. She was guilty. Now, the problem I had with Swanky, which is a lesson that we all must learn, is that once you heard that conversation, granted, you will be shocked. You'll be taken aback. Please like the video as you come in. 1,700 people watching and just 900 likes. Please like the video as you come in. Now, it's okay for Swanky to take time off, you know, to cool down and then contact Annie. 7 months is too long. Now, you know, in that 7 months period, there are a lot of misconception, presumption, and assumption between these two. Ama TV. Oh, my beautiful Ebony darling sis, the selfless one. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Shauna Yoke. Oh my gosh, Shauna Yoke. Welcome, darling sis. It's been a long time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, he did. So now, my problem is Swanky left a gap. They both left a gap, too wide a gap for assumptions. Now, this is what is happening. Swanky is aware that Annie was bad-mouthing him with her manager, former manager. But Annie is not aware that Swanky is aware of that phone call conversation. Now, Swanky is upset with Annie for bad-mouthing him. Annie is upset with Swanky for being upset at Annie. For Annie, she feels that Swanky is trying to boycott her because he's built himself a name and because of all the scandal, so our alleged scandal surrounding Annie, Swanky does not want to sour his image. That's what Annie is actually thinking. That's what is in her mind. And you can imagine. So for her, she has a genuine reason to be upset or mad at Swanky. And Swanky, on the other hand, is very mad and upset because Annie was, you know, bad-mouthing him. What is this teaching us? What is this teaching us as adults? If somebody should offend you, if somebody should hurt you, you have to come up to that person, call out that person, talk to them, express yourself. 7 months for me is too long. You cannot live 7 months and expect somebody to be a mind reader, a magician, to know what you're thinking or what is making you upset. The person can literally draw their own conclusion, like it was the case. Like it was the case of between Annie and Swanky. Yes, I 100% agree. Because I like Ama TV has put it, if you love somebody, you can't be bad mouthing them, like that. If you have a misunderstanding with them, call them out, talk to them as well, squash any differences that you may have, not talk it with the manager. Because if you're talking about it with the manager, you're not giving room for improvement. How you expect that person to change or to improve on themselves or their behavior, their character, if you don't tell them and you're telling the manager, if anything? And you, Swanky, you're not supposed to leave it for too long, because Annie now feels you are being mean, you're being rude, you're being ungrateful, because you do not want to associate with a person that is plagued with scandal. That's what happens. So Swanky now explains this to the girls. Now, we all know now why Swanky is upset. Annie is still in the dark. And now Annie is back and now hosts a podcast with Andile, my favorite man of the show, Andile. So Andile wants to find out more about that six child rumor or scandal, and sits down with Annie during the podcast, and Annie is explaining to Andile, and she tells Andile that the rumor is just an old rumor that's resurfacing. I think it was a 2014 or 2012 rumor that came up, and for some reason it's resurfaced, and the person who actually brought back this rumor forgot to change the date of its publication. So we've ascertained that this was a bad rumor. Now, the problem I have with Annie Idibia during this podcast, it's her attacking the press and the public, or you and I, the social media in-laws, instead of, talking to her husband and making him understand how his actions are actually affecting her and the kids. Now, Annie is blaming us, the vloggers or the bloggers, for being so mean, for being so inconsiderate, not thinking about the kids. And she says all the news, all the write-ups, all the videos that we do are actually going to ruin the children, are actually going to break the children, are actually going to destroy the children. That's what we do. That, her husband definitely has nothing to do about this. The kids that the husband have fathered, they are blessings, which we all agree. We can agree that those kids are a blessing. Those kids are a blessing, but it does not, defeat the fact that his actions are challengeable. His actions, are questionable. He needs to be held to account. You cannot blame everything on social media and the vloggers, whereas your husband, the real culprit, is there. I hear her mention nothing about her husband. I hear her mentioning nothing about her husband, actually, saying to him, of course, my husband and I have had a conversation. We know that this is not painting us in a good light. We want to raise our kids in a very, responsible and safe environment. We don't want them to come and read these things that their father did so and so. She's blaming us. And so if you are blaming us, social media in-laws, of course, you're giving the green light to your husband to want to do more. That's the way I look at it. That's how I look at it. You're giving him the green light to go ahead and keep doing what he's doing. And we'll find out when he has that dinner with Andile, DJ, Naked, Nadia, and one other person, Annie. We'll find out. Oh, yes. I don't want to say yes, Ama TV. When you truly love someone, you can't use 24 hours to unlove them. A big problem many have displayed, except there was never that word love involved. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, us Africans don't know what love is. Yeah, if you love somebody, you cannot immediately just switch from extreme love to extreme hate. It's just so difficult to switch like that. It takes a while. Unless it's something really, 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 really drastic. Something really drastic that literally everybody would think, you know what, you have done your friend bad. Which for me, I still believe mouthing your ex-friend or your ex-lover is never the best thing to do. It paints you in a dark light. If anything, it doesn't give you a good image. Loving somebody, you've made the world understand that you love this person. If you fall out with this person, for all time's sake, for respect, you can literally just walk away. Villa Mama TV, my darling sis, welcome. I see you. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Principal says, and at the same time, her attitude and behavior is proving her frustration. Exactly. Her words. Villa Mama is laughing because she's laughing. Villa Mama, don't dare me. No try me, Villa Mama. No try me. You know I'm fine. You know I'm see me. Sit down, honey. Sit down. Let me put the curtain down. Sit down. Sit like a lady. Don't show. You can't be standing up like a very unladylike, baby. Sit down like a lady and cross your legs. Okay? People are walking past. They can see what they're not meant to see, honey. Sit. You sit down for me, please. Thank you. Sit down and get your apple. Sit down. Mommy get an apple. Thank you. Good girl. I love you. There you go. It's a bit cold though. It's cold. Oh, Villa Mama. Villa Mama, Villa Mama wants me to do this vlogging in Pidgin. Who wants me to do this vlogging in Pidgin? Hands up. For those who want me to do this vlogging in Pidgin, I don't mind. Even though we are going to be here till next year, because to express myself in Pidgin will take a while. Not that I can't speak. This is what people misunderstand. I can speak in Pidgin, but if I if I have to pass a message, I find it difficult to get the right words in Pidgin to put that message across. So it could take a while. Oh my God. Okay. Where were we? So, like my darling voice of reason principal said, Annie Idibia was actually holding us accountable for, causing pain and suffering on her kids or her family, and not even holding her husband accountable one bit. Now that's a call for concern. It's a call for concern because he's giving him the green light. And my darling voice of reason is saying her actions, her words did not match her actions. You can tell she was twitching. I don't know if it's just me. I could be wrong. She's twitching like she's on something. Something is happening. It's either she's so stressed or something is not right. Her body language, the way she presents herself is worrying. It's worrying. Honestly, it's worrying. I don't know about you, but the way I see it, the problem with you is that you have made him see you as a desperate woman. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. That's exactly my point. That a woman should never make a man feels that with him, she can't live. Without him, she can't live. Make him desire you more. Exactly. Respect. Diamond did very bad to talk about Zari to Fantana. Oh, yes. Possibly because he was trying to get into Fantana. Yes, of course, big sis. Now, that's the situation with Annie. So Annie is angry. She doesn't want to talk about this anymore. So needless to say, that podcast ended prematurely. It ended prematurely. Now, let's now come to Diamond's invitation to Andile. Diamond invites Andile for a man-to-man conversation. That apple is cold for the baby. Sorry, guys. 1 minute. Sorry, honey. Let me get you this one. Because I see you struggling with that one, so I know because it's cold. Have this one. Have this one. This is not cold. You want this one? It's not cold. You want this one? How is that? You don't want it? This one? I'll keep this one here in case you change your mind. In case you change your mind. Okay then. She chucks the apple, the other apple on the floor. G-Unity Pumpkin! Welcome, my darling sis. Princess Bella, no woman can be at peace with a cheating spouse. No woman. No woman, principle. No woman. I'm a woman, I know. And can you imagine? Women, us, when we suspect our husbands, we can die. We can literally go ballistic. We can go gaga. We can go crazy. Just you being suspicious can send you, off the hook. Now, talk about evidence, pregnancies, babies. Imagine. She cannot come and be pretending and smiling. We know what she's dealing with. And she cannot be defending this man every single time. She's not painting women in good light, especially when you're a public figure and young women, young girls are looking up to you. You have to set the pace, not the base. You have to, Villa Mama, we need to set the pace. She needs to set the pace. Yeah, she needs to set the pace. Who is this I hit? I've accidentally hidden G-Unit. Jesus. Sis, you're back. Chai. Even the gods would slap me in my dream if I did that. G-Unit, sorry, darling sis. I accidentally did that. Woo. My God, you're back. You're back, darling sis. It was an accident. Now, let's talk about Andile and Diamond. We all know Andile and Diamond situation. Andile is catching feeling for Zari, baby mama, to Diamond's baby mama. Now, Zari also catches feelings for Andile, but Zari catches more feelings for Andile. Diamond invites Andile to talk about the situation man to man, chest to chest. What's going on, brother? Why are you, hanging around my wife or my ex-fiance? There are pretty women in South Africa. Why my own? Why do you want to chase my woman? And most of you were sort of, divided last time. People said Andile was breaking bro code. I was like, oh, he wasn't breaking bro code because Diamond was very responsible when it came to women. But in the end, they had a conversation and Diamond was very forthcoming with his stance when it comes to Andile wanting to pursue the relationship with Zari. So Diamond said to him, brother, I don't like it. You need to stop it. And Andile was very, very mature enough to say, you know what? I hear you. Even though I don't understand where you're coming from, but I respect you as the brother for calling me, sitting me down and talking about it. So I'm going to back off. So Andile decides to back off from Zari. We realize that Zari is actually disappointed by the fact that Andile is backing off, because we see during the party when Andile, the champagne and mystery party, when Andile walks in, Andile greets Zari as mom. Say, hi, mom. And Zari was like, mom, are you friend zoning me? So almost friend zoning Zari. That rang a bell, for Zari to know that Andile has probably had a conversation with Diamond, which he did. Now, let's talk about let's talk about the party proper. Let's talk about the party proper. I'm having a caller. Hello, Mrs. No, you're not. Hi. Okay, let me put it back. Okay, thank you. Hi. Sorry, G-Unit. Hey. G-Unit. Where sis? G-Unit sis, what's happened today? Oh my God, you're going to kill me. I'm so sorry. What's going on with me? What's going on? I can never remove your blue jacket. If anything, G-Unit says, I should put you as my high quality moderator. You know where you and I stand. I see I've received a call, a warning call. I just received a warning call to say, you know what? You've removed the jacket of one of the most prominent. Oh my God, I cannot play with you. Otherwise, my hair will get ripped off by the debunkers. I will get ripped off. I'll be taken to the guillotine. Oh my God. Prince Melvin Nation. Welcome, my darling baby bro. Welcome. I see you. Thanks for joining. Ah. My God. Oh. Today's show is interesting. Now, let's talk about the party proper. Now, the title of the party, or the theme of the party is champagne and mystery. Now it's a mask party because Kanye wants to unmask all the differences that they're having in their group. Everybody is invited but Bonang. Bonang is not given or sent an invitation. Can anybody tell me why, or why they feel Bonang was not given an invitation? Why an invitation was not extended Bonang's way? Can anyone tell me exactly what their thoughts were when Bonang actually had her confessional and she said, I didn't receive an invite? I think Diamond Platinum needs to let Zari go because he goes around smashing ladies but doesn't want a man. Yes, and the same goes to Zari as well, Big Caesar and everything. Zari needs to let Diamond be Diamond. She feels, I don't know, for some reason, she feels she's still, she should be in control of the man's life. No, you know he's a player, he's a playboy. He played you, he's playing other women, and he will keep playing. He keep hunting. He says he's hunting, his East African accent. I'm hunting for my Ratmo hunts. I'm hunting. So he will always hunt. So Zari needs to stop humiliating and embarrassing herself because she found herself with Fantana. Fantana gave her wutu. You know, it was about time. She needs to back off. Yes, you have a baby with him. Respect his space. And so he can also respect your space. Both of them need to back off each other's life. Yes, principal, I agree with you. Now, the party proper, Bonang is not invited. Now, the only reason I can think that Bonang wasn't given an invitation is because Nadia is a friend to Kanye. Kanye is throwing this party, and Nadia's current boyfriend is Bonang's ex-boyfriend. And we know Nadia and Bonang used to be friends. This is another sister code that was broken here again. Nadia and Bonang were friends back in the days. But now, Nadia is dating Bonang's ex-boyfriend. So, of course, Kanye wants to please her friend. The cameras will not show us everything. Perhaps they've had this conversation. And Nadia is like, girl, if you're throwing this party, it's your party and you're my girl. You've got my back. And you're inviting Bonang, my rivalry or my rival. You know, I may have to pull back. And Kanye is like, rather for me to not to have my right hand or my right wing woman, I will not invite Bonang. That's my conclusion. That's how I came to conclude when it came to Bonang not receiving an invitation. That's my honest opinion. I don't know what you all think about. Player will always be a player. Ama TV. I'm telling you, a principal, the diamond. That diamond is a very ugly looking boy. Sorry, because look, did you see when they were doing the workout? The boys were doing the workout. DJ Naked, what's the name now? Andile, our favorite, my lovely Andile, and Diamond were doing the workout. Even though Andile is a petite in size, he's round in every area. Round legs, you know, smooth and full-fledged body. But Diamond has very pecky legs. Pecky legs. He has very pecky legs. And even Andile actually, you know, threw him shade saying that you need to walk your legs. You need to like do workout for your legs because the legs were so skinny legs. And he goes after very beautiful women. And those women, what is wrong with women? Well, anyway, they say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, isn't it? Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. You know, one man's poison is another man's, meat. One man's meat is another man's poison. That's the same. We could be looking at Diamond going, oh my God, it's not good looking. But people like Fantana and Zari, look at the women he's pulling. Look at the girls this Diamond is pulling. You think if Diamond didn't have money, he'll be able to pull those girls? Zero. If Diamond was not famous, he would not pull those girls. Forget it. We are women, we know these things. Forget it. Auntie Rosemary said, I am here listening and lost. Generational gap. We'll have to follow up that show. Yes, Auntie. All these reality shows, relationship is fake as they all play to the camera, even though we love watching them. The relationship between Zari and Diamond is definitely not fake because it was dead and gone and buried. FBI Clearance says Zari knew exactly what she was doing when she was giving Andile green light. Yes, Andile was falling for it. Zari wanted Diamond to get jealous. Zari was using Andile. Yes, she was, but I was very pissed when actually Zari related Andile to Diamond. Actually saying that Andile has the same characteristics or personality as Diamond Platinum. I was like, no, you cannot say that. Of course, yes, Andile has 2 baby mamas, but Andile does not disrespect women. Andile does not talk about women like objects. Andile does not say he's going to hunt women. He woos a woman. He wants to get to know you before he jumps into bed with you as a woman. But Diamond just wants to smash and go next, smash and go next, smash and go, treating women like objects, like slaves, like your doormat. So for me, the comparison did not hold at all. It did not hold at all. Andile cannot be compared to Diamond. It's so wrong. What happened, honey? What happened? What happened here? Why is he doing that? Sorry. Hold on a minute. That's because you have, what's that? You have liquid on it. That's why he's doing that. You have to be very careful. If you ruin that iPad again, your dad said it. You're only going to get a new one when you're 5 years of age. So you better be careful. The co-host has been ruining iPads after iPads. Sophia James, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Principal said, I just followed it because Bella asked us to. I started watching it and stopped because it didn't really make sense. That's my daddy says talking. That didn't make sense. It was crazy. For my sake, just watch it, daddy says, watch it. I want you to watch it because I want us to pick out. It's important because I want us to use the lessons from it. Because everything that's happening in our community and among our friend groups, we can learn 1 or 2 things. Even though it's exaggerated and some of it is like staged, we have to learn 1 or 2 things from it. Thank you. Andile is such a gentleman. Zari cannot be liking him to Diamond. So wrong. So wrong. Oh my God. Uncle Divine Chamokong. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. What an honor. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Wow. Ken Smith. Oh my God. Dolly sis, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now, let's talk about the party. Like I've already mentioned about Bonang and Nadia's situation. So Bonang is not invited. That's already established. And we kind of understand why she was not invited because she, is kind of uncomfortable. Or I don't think she has an uncomfortable position with Nadia. If anything, I feel like Nadia is feeling inferior in the presence of Bonang, because I don't see why you're the current girlfriend, yet you're kind of avoiding the ex. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, it doesn't make sense to me. Now, this party proper, Kanye has done a good gesture to want to bring the girls and the boys together. We're talking about putting everything on the table. What does Kanye do? Kanye decides to choose the type or kind of words she wants to use to address her friends and make them break and open up to trash their differences. And the word she picked, personally, I would not use that word to address my friends or to try to get people to resolve their differences. She used the F word. She was like, F you, Andile, F you this person, F you this person. Let's put everything on the table. My God, Andile lost it. Annie was upset. Andile called Kanye out immediately and said, you will not talk to me like that. You cannot address me, your friend, in the presence of two strangers, because we know Luis was there and Fantana was there. These are two people who just joined the group. These are the newbies in the group. You cannot address me, a father of four, and use the word F on me. And I was so pleased Andile stood up and said, and that's why I said, Andile is a gentleman regardless. We all have our flaws. We have our flaws. We have our shortcomings. When it comes to respecting women and respect for others around him, I give it to Andile. And he just lost it. Needless to say, he walked out of the party. What's the lesson here to be learned as friends? What lesson can you pick from this scene, this same scenario, where Andile is upset because of the words that Kanye have decided to use to address their animosity in the group? Lesson number one, even if you are friends, we still have to respect each other's boundaries. We are friends, yes. We love one another, yes. We will be there for each other, yes. We do things together, yes. We are relaxed with one another. We talk and share everything, yes. But respect must be in that friendship. Respect for each other's boundaries. You cannot cross that line. I've said it here. I've lost a friend for the fact that they did not respect my boundary. If you know, I've said it, I used an example before. Okay, I may be a Christian and I have a friend who is an atheist. That does not mean every time I go to church, I have to come and I tell my friend who is an atheist that you're going to go to hell, or you're wicked, or God doesn't know you. No. What they believe in is what they believe in. Work with your commonalities. Work with your common interests. What similarities do you have? What other values that you share together that brings you closer? That's what you should work with. Know your friend. What are the kind of things that they can accept and the things that they will not tolerate? You need to understand those things. Because people will lose great friendship for not respecting boundaries. And that's exactly what happened between Andile and Kanye and the rest of the group. We cannot disrespect our friends just because we know they are our friends and you know where they lie and place their head on the bed. Uncle Divine said, yes, ma'am, I'm not only in the house, I subscribe already to your channel. Thank you so much, Uncle Divine. Thank you so much. I know, Auntie Rosemary, thank you so much for introducing the platform to Uncle Divine. Thank you so much. Zari is a big fish that swallow all the sardines in the sea. FBI Clarence, Big Sis says Zari is a big fish that swallowed all the sardines in the sea. Oh my God, I don't know. Now, Ama TV said, it's a privilege to be in the same platform with at Divine Chamokong. Wow, Uncle, greetings. It is. It's an honor. Honestly, it's an honor. Auntie Rosemary is saying, Mr. Divine Chamokom, I think you should invite Adela on your platform. Oh my God. Oh my God, that would be an honor. She will bring a wealth of knowledge and substance. Oh my God, I'm touched. I'm humbled by that statement, Auntie. Thank you. Lucy Summer, welcome, darling sis. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you, sis. So as friends, as much as we are friends, we have to respect each other's boundaries. It's very important. We have to. And also, lesson number 2, manner of approach. Manner of approach is key in every conversation, especially when it comes to conflict resolution. Manner of approach is key. If you cannot get that approach right, you may have the best of intentions, you may have the right tools, but if you don't table it correctly, you will fail even before you embark on that journey. You will fail on arrival. You cannot just go and address people the way you so please. Why don't you put it on the table and say, this is an open avenue for everybody. Please, let's talk as brothers and sisters. Who wants to go first? Who would like to talk about their differences? Don't call me out, especially if I'm not ready. What is that, honey? What's happened again? You need to stop throwing water on your iPad, please. Okay? Don't do it, baby. Hold on. Let me clean it and give it to you. Okay? Sit down, I'll clean it for you. Sit. Let me clean it. I'll clean it. Sit down, honey. 1 minute. No. Don't touch mommy's stuff, okay? Yes. Just a minute. Sorry, guys. Just 1 minute. The co-host needs some attention. Just quickly. It's okay. It's okay. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, now you sit down. I know what is going to keep you quiet now. Sit down. There you go. Okay, but do not mess your iPad, please. Okay? Don't mess your iPad. Sis Pamela White, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come in, like and share. Oh, okay, sweet. That's okay, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, like I said, your manner of approach. You need to watch, Pamela White says, you need to watch. Manner of approach is key. Okay? Read the environment, read the atmosphere, read people's mood before you actually engage. We're having a caller. Hello, sis. Do you want me to put you on the show? Okay, good, perfect. You're on the show, sis. Crack on.
I want to talk about respecting boundaries.
Yes.
I think even with communities, we still need to respect our boundaries.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are aware, the French leader of the LGBT community, he planned to come to Cameroon, organize sessions. He was planning to come and sensitize the population about
the LGBTQ.
homo and what we don't stand for.
Yeah.
I am so glad that he was being rejected. I just pray it's time that we respect our the Cameroonian community. We didn't put money this time first. We put our culture first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was sent back, and it is all over the news. That people are so happy because he was being rejected. He had plans to organize shows. There were so many things he was planning to do so that more people will be aware and that, just trying to assimilate, integrate our people into this thing to accept it so that it will be legalized.
That's, oh my God, that's very aggressive. That's a very aggressive way of doing it. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, it was
Whoa.
it was coming in a very aggressive way, but it was being rejected yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't have any
Yeah.
problem. Personally, I don't have any problem with the LGBTQ
No, I don't
people.
have
But
problems
the
with
manner, you
that.
can't just come and want to start organizing seminars about these people. Let the community, the country, they have governmental bodies to talk about it. They have their policies, go in parliament, they discuss it. The people have to vote and talk about these things. Not somebody from another country coming to impose. I mean, we're talking neo-colonialism. Is this one of it?
Yeah, there's also one of it. So I'm so happy that our government was so was straight to the point, and the news and all the newspapers they have it, they rejected his coming, because his coming, if it was being accepted, it was like saying we have legalized and accepted it to be done in our community. I think we still have our culture. We respect other people's culture, and we want other people to respect our culture.
Absolutely.
We are not against the people, but this is our own way of, we have our own way of doing things. And
Absolutely.
I really think it was something good, and we need to respect people's boundaries.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, respect is very important in every situation. It doesn't matter. Even to the youngest child, you have to, if you don't give a child respect, that child will not learn about respect, will not be able to return that same respect. If you don't give a child respect, you end up actually intimidating the child. You're instilling fear in the child, and the child will not respect you. They will fear you. And so when they grow and become of age and they know about their independence, they retaliate because they lack that respect. So it cuts across every age group. Respect is so important. So important, especially when you talk about a group of friends. Respect is key. It doesn't matter because you know me so much. You feel you can talk to me anyhow and whenever. We cannot exist like that. We cannot exist like that. You have to respect people's boundaries, respect people's space. Needless to say, that party, the champagne and mystery party, was a fiasco, was a disaster, because people left the party. Nobody wanted to sit anymore. People felt disrespected and they walked away. So it failed. That attempt to bring people together failed. Why? Because there was lack of respect, lack of respect for people's boundaries, and the manner of approach was so wrong. It was so wrong, and this is a lesson that we have to learn. Now, let's move to Diamond situation. So it now takes us to Diamond and Fantana. A player meets a player. A player meets a player. That's how I refer to these two, Diamond and Fantana. A player meets a player. Now the question is, who is the biggest player between these two? Is it Fantana or is it Diamond? Who is the bigger player? Because both of them seem to be understanding the game they're playing. Fantana seemed to get it so well. She is reading Diamond from a distance, and Diamond can see that Fantana gets him where he's coming from. As much as it's good that the two of them understand each other, I feel like it's uncomfortable to watch, but that's the reality of our society. That's the society in which we live today. Now, Diamond invites Fantana for a studio session. For those of you who don't know who Fantana is watching, it's a young Ghanaian dancehall artist. She was born in the States, but she's now based in Ghana. Sorry, guys. Just 1 minute. Okay? Careful. Wait. Look. Put your hands. I don't know about you guys, gentlemen and ladies, how uncomfortable you were watching the Fantana and Diamond scene. Now, Diamond invites Fantana for a studio session. We all know Diamond is a big star, it's a superstar. Fantana is an up-and-coming artist trying to make a name for herself, you know, map her position in the music industry in Africa. Now, why am I not seeing the comment section? Okay. Comment sections keep disappearing. Now, they're having this music session. Fantana, now they're mixing music and pleasure, work and pleasure. It now moved from talking about music to now talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, smashing people, who is faking smashing. Sorry guys, I can't believe I have to say this. Fantana confesses to Diamond that Fantana, over the years, has always been faking her orgasm. She's been faking it when she's actually been intimate with a man, pretending as if she's actually enjoying the whole experience. That she's been faking it. She hasn't met a man that has actually made her, you know, taken her to that level. And of course, this excites Diamond, and he feels like he's a King Kong. He's the one that can actually take Fantana to that land of fantasy. Okay. Now, how did it move from music now to the land of fantasy is what I struggle to understand. I have done that several times. People are confessing. BTV is confessing that she's done. BTV, you're guilty as charged, sis. Most women stupidly do it. Why would you want to fake it though? Why would I want to fake it? Because when you fake it, you are not giving room for yourself to enjoy the whole process. Why should the man be the only one to enjoy it? A woman should be able to enjoy it as well. And of course, we women take longer. So why should you be faking it? If you're not enjoying it, don't fake it. You need to talk. You should be able to talk to your man, make them understand what pleases you, what doesn't please you, what they should do to make you, you know, feel satisfied as a woman as well. You don't have to fake it. But unfortunately, Fantana says she's been faking it over the years. She has not met a single man that has actually taken her to a place where she felt like, wow, yes, I'm actually at the same level with you, the man. You make as if you are enjoying it just to make the guy happy. Why? And then not make yourself happy. I am too young for this discussion, but should women be faking it though? Should we women be faking orgasm in a relationship? Should we be faking it though? Should we be faking it? Because this is something that we have to be having a conversation with our partners. If we have to build a healthy relationship, a happier relationship, we should be able to communicate our needs with our partners, even the needs in bed, you know? I feel that's what we should be doing. No. Oh, my respect and love always, darling sis. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Pamela White says you need to fake so that the man will leave you the hell alone. Okay, so if I understand, sis Pamela White, you are saying that you only fake it when you don't feel like you want to do it, but the man is insisting, so you just do it to get rid of him. Not that you're faking it from the get-go, like you want it, and then you both are there, you know, being active, and then you're faking it. You're saying that you don't want it, but the person is insisting, and then you want to just do it. Oh, you see? Okay, that it makes sense now. It makes sense. Proud Canopia Makwara, the bunker says, BTV, dude, I'm not the only one. I was scared because I thought it was P. Huh? What's BTV saying? Yes, Bella, not all the time when you fake it though. I was scared because I thought it was pee. I didn't want to pee on the bed. What is happening here? Until 3 years ago that my husband made me reach there when I was 32 years of age. So somebody that your name is matching your statement. That name befits the statement on this comment section. Oh, BTV said not all the time. Sometimes you really see the man's effort and you are not involved, so you do so. Okay. Faking is good once in a while. Prince is saying faking is good once in a while. Okay. Now, so Fantana decides to all right, Kella. All right, darling sis. BTV, I'm telling you, my dear, faking is very necessary sometimes. Now, Fantana now has talking about comment section. Bella O has changed on no, I haven't changed the focus. This is actually what Diamond and Fantana were discussing during their music session, isn't it? They were discussing this. So now, after talking, Diamond invites Fantana over to his place, you know, just to get to know each other better, not just work. I hope this is not what's chasing my darling sis Kayla. This is not chasing you, darling sis Kayla. I hope this is not the topic is not what we are discussing now. It's not chasing you away, because we're gonna just glance over it. We're not gonna go into in-depth like Mommy Bray does, because even I feel uncomfortable sometimes. Mommy Bray is going in like into details of the whole situation. Kayla say I'm on that age. All right, darling sis, we'll not talk about it again. So now, I'm not going to read your conversation. This is going to change the whole thing. So Diamond, I'm not going to read this conversation. Diamond invites Fantana over to Principal say why. Diamond invites Fantana. Fantana goes over to Diamond's place. Now, I have a problem with what Fantana wears. Auntie Rosemary, if you watch this series and you watch this episode, I'm sure you will be jumping from your seat. You'll be jumping and shouting, Mama mia, oh, whoa, what she wearing, oh my God, this generation will kill me, whoa. I just picture, when I watch Fantana coming down, or coming to visit Diamond, the person that came to my mind was Auntie Rosemary. I'm thinking Auntie will be screaming her head up. They're like, whoa, God, what is this, what is this, That's what was going through my mind. Comment sections have disappeared again. Please like the video if you haven't done so already. Yes, Principal, I was thinking about Auntie Rosemary. Now, Fantana goes to see Diamond in this skimpy outfit. Skimpy, barely anything. Even she attested to it. She attested to the fact that she was not wearing anything to go see this guy. You're going to a guy's house. Let me clean this. This child is going to ruin this iPad. If you ruin that iPad, your daddy will be so upset. Daddy will be so crossed if you ruin that iPad number 3. Good girl. Bella, I'm on the age. Prince to discuss with my fellow brothers and sisters. Auntie Rosemary, she had a purpose in mind going there. Yes, Prince, she did. She did. I agree. She did. She had. Auntie Rosemary will scream. Exactly. This is her friend. Auntie Rosemary must watch this series. She will understand what I mean. When I saw this girl walk down to go see Diamond, I was screaming. The person that came to my mind was Auntie Rosemary, that she would be shouting that, Jesus, why, what, God, oh, what? She's wearing this two-piece outfit. I think it's two-piece or one-piece dress, very skimpy, looks like she hasn't got anything underneath to go and see a guy. And you're going to be in this house with just you and the guy. Okay, now you're sitting there, you're chatting with this guy, talking with this guy, and before we know it, they are eating each other's face up. Eating each other's face. It was very, I don't know, I found it very repulsive. It wasn't the way Fantana and Diamond were kissing, the way Fantana was kissing Diamond, it felt very ugly. For me, it was very ugly. Sometimes the way people kiss is passionate, it's romantic, it's intimate, it's touching, you can feel it. You know, you can actually feel the connection between those two. But the way they were making this, it felt so nasty, so inappropriate. So inappropriate. And even the Diamond said Fantana was eating his face. Thank you, Kayla. Fantana was eating his face and not kissing him. Why would a man say that about a woman? It's very unromantic. A man says you were eating their face. It's like a cookie monster. I just picture a cookie monster. When a man says you're eating their face instead of kissing them, I picture a cookie monster. You just gobbling the cookie. Yeah, eating the man's face like a cookie. The people, you know, back in the day, Sesame Street, that's what comes to mind. Oh my God. Oh, Principal, thank you so much, Daddy sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm happy we're all having a great time. Thank you so much. Mommy asking for a friend who say, look at what they are publicly showing. Oh, the world and children are watching. Big TV, you know, that's what Auntie Rosemary would say. That's what she would say. Honestly, that's what she would say. Honestly, that is what she would say. Now, exactly. Thank you so much, Principal, the voice of reason. Thank you so much. Thanks. Now, let's picture Diamond turns and says to Fantana, would you like to go upstairs? What do we have upstairs? When you go to visit a man on the first date, Auntie Rosemary has sounded it so many times. When you go to see a man on the first date, you sit in the lounge, you're discussing, you're eating popcorn, sipping champagne, and the man then says to you, do you want to go see my upstairs? What are you going to see upstairs? What is there upstairs? If you're not calling for trouble, what is it? If it's not that you really want it. Yeah. That's exactly Auntie Rosemary. I don't go, Lily. Oh, what am I going to do with this, my big sis? So, what is upstairs? What is it you want to go and find upstairs that you couldn't find downstairs? Because like Prince is saying there, Fantana was going prepared. She wanted to go and give herself to Diamond. She was prepared psychologically. This girl, she said it. She's not falling in love with anybody. She's also playing him. She's dating so many people. She just wanted to go and have her good time. Now, did you guys see the way Diamond was walking upstairs? I must show this. I have to show this walkhead. You sit down. Co-host, you have to sit down because mommy has got to show this walkhead. Is it gone off? Sit down. Mom is almost done, okay? Mom is almost done. Okay, let me see. 20, 22. There you go. Sit down, please. Sit down. Mom is almost done, okay? Did you guys see? Did you see Diamond's workout? Did you guys see how Diamond was walking? Diamond was walking like that. Like that. You know, I hate such, you know, like he's won a trophy. Who walks like that? At what age? You're still doing, you're my man. You're my man. I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. Yes. Yes. The way he was walking. Like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, free beef. This is a free rat mo. Free rat mo. I've got you today. I've got you today. I've got you today. Yeah. You know, that's how he was walking. I'm like, oh my God. That's just telling how cheap sometimes we women make ourselves. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm going to ruin my show here because I'm trying to emulate this mad Diamond. This crazy Diamond. Yeah, that was his movement. That was Diamond's movement for you guys. Can you believe it? Who does that? Who does that? Honestly, who does that? You guys should not laugh. Please don't laugh. I was really upset. Mrs. LVR. Exactly, a priest. Free beef ready to be cooked. Free beef ready to be cooked. That's what he was thinking. That's what was going through his mind. That's what was going through his mind. You know? Sophia James, don't laugh, darling sis. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. That's how he was walking. Now, of course, no. Bella, now waiting with you today. Minister Mrs. Richard Benjamin in the block. Mommy Bree, Visionary Star TV. Yeah, Bella has got gaga today. I have to do this review. I love this review. I just love the reviews. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying it. There's so much to learn from it. This Diamond's Worket just brought back days in Form 2 when a guy wants to chat you, you know, and he sees you coming and he's doing yo. That was like when you're 12 or 13 years old. A man in his 30s is still doing yo, my man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Oh, God help us. Now, needless to say, let's conclude. We all know what happened upstairs. So we are just saying Magdani walk. I don't know who Magdani, your man walk it. Yeah, your man walk it. Yeah, that's what it was. Now, I have a problem with this. Yeah, back in Form 2, Villa Mama, you can attest to that. It's in Form 2 you were seeing such things now. In Form 2, you were seeing such things where boys will be, you know, doing aeroplane papers and throwing you those little notes. Diamond is bringing us back to Form 2. This is crazy. He's missing his school days. Now, I have a problem with this situation between, please like the video if you haven't done so already for me, please. Now, what Fantana is putting out there, the message Fantana is putting out there, which we have seen so many times on social media, even Askia said it in one of her interviews, the show she had with Vicky Fokala and the rest, she said it. Sometimes women, us, we bring the disrespect on us. We feel like we have to sell our bodies to make it in life. How many times have we heard young women come out to cry later on to say I was abused by so and so director in the music industry or the film industry because they wanted to give me a role, or they wanted me to get this modeling contract. How many times have we heard that girls have had to sleep with so many film producers? We make it known to the world that you have to sell your body, trade your body for success. That's exactly the kind of image Fantana paints in this series, which I really, really stand against. I really, really stand against such image painted about our young girls in the entertainment world who are out there struggling so hard to make it. And you know what's funny? What these young girls don't understand. When you find yourself climbing the ladder, not based on merit, but based on promiscuity or free goodies, be ready to keep satisfying those people, because the moment you stop, your career is going to dwindle down and crash. That's just a simple truth. Because in order for yourself to maintain that level, you have to just keep selling yourself to the big guns in the industry. You have to, because the moment you stop, just because it wasn't based on merit, your career is going to go down right before the eyes of those same people who watch you blow. What can I say? Absolutely, especially today's generation, they want to climb the ladder so fast, but they don't want to work hard to get there. Thank you so much, Sophia James. Thank you. Mimi Shirak. Oh, that's my sis, my legit sis, the beautiful, hardworking one. Thank you so much for coming, sis. I see you. You know, you cannot make people understand. And that's why along the way, we'll realize that Luis, one of the guys, is trying to advise Fantana that make people know you for your music. Don't make people know Fantana for the scandal that she was used and abused by a superstar Diamond Platinum and dumped. Just to show how desperate women are to make a name for themselves in the entertainment world, or to succeed using a man or using their body. Every evidence is glaring, is evidential that Diamond has a girlfriend. But because Fantana wants to pursue this relationship to sell her body, to make her music career to grow, she turns a blind eye to this girlfriend whom Diamond is posting on social media day in, day out. Even when people are telling you that he has a girlfriend, Fantana is saying no. She's denying it. Why? Because she wants to blow. Microwave generation. Microwave generation. That needs a bell. That needs a bell. If you want to grow as a person, very desperate killer. It has. People don't understand. We look at people's successes. We look at it, we admire it. But we rarely go out there to find out how those people got to where they are. Some of those stories are so challenging that if they should sit and tell you, you will have to pray and fast for years. You need to understand people's journey to success. Just because you've seen Sophia James succeed overnight, somebody comes to you and says to you, I need to pimp you to go around sleeping with these directors and I'll make your career grow. Because you're so envious of Sophia James' career. You haven't even bothered to go contact Sophia James and say, sis, how did you go about building yourself? What tips can you give me to be able to implement so that I can get better day by day? But of course, no. But because you want to have that unhealthy competition with Sophia James, you're ready to do anything and everything to compete, even if it means going to visit somebody in an office for a formal meeting wearing nothing underneath. Why do we women have to devalue ourselves just because we want to be successful? Trust me, you devalue yourself, your success will not be valued. That's the simple truth. You will not be respected by the people who are meant to respect you. We are the fans. We're watching from the outside. But the inner circle will not have any respect for you. You will live through their beck and call. That's the honest truth. You will continue to be their slave because they know they hold you captive. If you don't do as told, they will drop you like a sack of potatoes. If you have to succeed in life, you have to work hard. Of course, there's 1% of people who are blessed. Some people who don't really have to struggle in life and things just open their way. But 99% of us have to work hard. You have to sacrifice. You have to spend hours writing lyrics, hours knocking doors, sharing EPs, doing different things, auditioning. It's very, very important. This is passing a message to the young girls, terrible message to the young girls. Let me sell my body and succeed. Because look at what happened just before episode 3 ends. Oh, I think it's further down. The only thing that Fantana wanted Diamond to do was to drop the link of her video on his platform. Is that what you losing your respect and value as a woman? Is Diamond the only person that can make you grow? Why can't you trust in your own capabilities and work hard and network and leave the rest to God? What is meant to be will be. What is meant to be will be. It can only be delayed. It cannot be denied. But when you go and sell yourself, you may just well ruin your destiny, ruin your line of success, ruin the nature of your success that God had planned for you. Let's learn to be patient. Let's learn to be patient in everything that we do in life. The job is not coming. Yes, keep going. Don't give up. When one door closes, knock. Knock at the other door. Keep fighting. Don't relent. When you fall, wake up and keep forging ahead. Surround yourself with people that will want to encourage you and remind you of your worth. Not people who, like Bonang, would want to support you, Fantana, people like Fantana, to sell themselves and say they're in control of their vajages and they can do whatever they choose to do with their vajages. I said no to such role models and no to such big sisters in the entertainment industries who want to ruin the lives of the younger generation. No. No. Encourage them to work. Work hard. Work hard. Would you advise your younger sister to sell herself for success? I don't think so. And so why would you want to do that for someone else's child, son or daughter? Why? If you're that director, you're watching me, don't do it. If you cannot allow your own child to go through that, do not do it. And if you are that young artist trying or entertainer trying to break your way into the industry, you don't have to sell your body to be successful. People have made it. Put your mark as well. Don't just follow the crowd. Don't follow the norm. Let me read some comments. Absolutely, especially the ones in Africa. Especially today's generation, they want to climb the ladder so fast, but they don't want to do the work. Yeah, some lady personally go shopping for infection. I'm telling you. You can tell that young girl was really, really hungry for having to try, and she wasn't even thinking of her dignity. No, she did not. You can tell she was waiting. The way she was sitting on that couch is like she was waiting. Like, come on, Diamond, say it. Come on, ask me, quick, just say it, say it. Just say it. That thing is momentarily. It's momentarily. Two-Face has told you women. Two-Face has said it, that you can go out and do it with anyone that you want to do it and come back to your main airport, your wife. Those men exist. And Diamond is one of them. It's a momentary thing. You think you're going to hold him. That's the thing with the man. Men are not emotional beings. We women are emotional beings. And sometimes when you get intimate with a man, you're somehow tied emotionally to that man, which is difficult. Forget that you're a player. If you see Diamond with another woman, that's why Fantana was denying the fact that he hasn't got a girlfriend, because you don't want to see him with another woman, even though you're saying you're a player yourself. We are emotional beings. Don't hurt yourself. Don't put yourself in a position where you'll be hurt, deliberately by a man. We need that bear for us in the church. Exactly, Sis Pamela White. Especially once in Africa, that has made us to think and believe that none can climb without those benefits. Exactly. No self-worth. Bella, I also think that Fantana, just like Tuma, she said something like that. She said something that she's not. Yes, she did say that, principle. She mentioned that she's not your normal girl, which means she's not a conventional girl. She's very unorthodox. I don't know what that means. You guys to tell me what unorthodox intimacy is, because I cannot put my finger on it. Maybe some people have this unorthodox sexual relationship with their partners. I don't know what it is. She says she's not a normal person when it comes to that aspect. So I don't know how abnormal people can, get when it comes to things like that. Fantana is indeed a loose girl. Visit a man and straight to kissing and bedroom. I'm telling you, hi, so shameless. Not only that, she now thinks Diamond belongs to her to the extent of being so arrogant towards anyone that stops her. Yes, which is a shame. So that's how season 2, episode 2 and 3 ends. We've talked about Swanky and Annie. We still see that the animosity is not being resolved, but we can know actually that why Swanky is upset with Annie is because he overheard the conversation. We now know Bonang and Nadia has a common enemy, because the ex-boyfriend who is now the current boyfriend to Nadia. And then we can talk about now the 6th child, which is Romo, and it's a back burner. We talk about respect for friendship and respect for boundaries and manner of approach, respect for self-dignity, respect for ourselves, be able to work hard, merit something. Don't just do it because you want to get there. Microwave results, like Auntie Rosemary said. Okay, so that's how it's all ended with the fiasco. Party resolution wasn't achieved. So we are going to go ahead and review episode 4 and 5 next time, but that will be after our next show. You don't want to miss our next show. We have a very important topic we'll be doing next show, which will be fame and shame. I really want to do that topic, fame and shame. It's an interesting topic. You don't want to miss next week's topic. I really want you to come all and share your thoughts. Evia Clarence says, Fantana, what's so good with a vajayjay with no active common sense? Useless vajayjay. Exactly. Useless vajayjay. Misusing it just like that. Bella, I saw a lady who was dating a minister. He made her climb the ladder very fast. He even opened her a big cosmetic line in Cameroon. She lost the line with a big sabotage when she ended the relationship. Thank you. That's what I mean. They will ruin your life. They will ruin your life. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's the honest truth. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? So I think we can end today's review. I hope you all have enjoyed it, and thank you so much, Uncle Divine Chamukong, for gracing my platform today. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Auntie Rosemary, for extending the link to Uncle Divine Chamukong. Thank you all so much. I really hope everybody enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to drop your suggestion, whatever you want us to talk about. Oh, Round Mothers, my sweet darling auntie in the blog. Auntie, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are still celebrating you. We are still celebrating you. The birthday month is still going. We're celebrating. We are appreciating you because you're worth celebrating every single day. Thank you so much for joining. I really enjoy your show. Thank you, Sophia James. I appreciate Visionary Star TV. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Principal, the voice of reason. Thank you so much, darling sis. Prince Melvin Nation, Big Sis. There is also another latest Jisoo. Yvonne Nelson released a book of her life. How many pregnancies she has removed. How she dated Inyanya and more. I have to investigate. Prince, I'm calling you. We need to dig deep on this one. This is a gist that we need to dig deep. This Yvonne Nelson is something else, eh? Ebia Claras, my darling big sis, thank you so much. I held the graduation, girl. Darling sis, welcome. We're rounding up. Thank you so much, Pamela White. Darling sis, thank you so much. Jimmy Debunking, thank you. Mimi Chirac. Thank you, Prince Melvin Nation. Thank you, Villa Mama, my beautiful sis. Thank you so much. Visionary Star TV, thank you. Shireen's Kitchen, please, guys. Shireen's Kitchen, please, let's keep supporting that, my baby sis. I beg. Let's promote her. We need to encourage more youngsters to do what she's doing, okay? Rather than waiting for them to feel like they have to go sell their JJs to become prominent chefs, she's already started working towards that. Let's encourage her, okay? If you can go there, if anybody can share her link so people can subscribe and encourage that young girl who is teaching us and also people of her generation, her peers, how to do delicious African and Western dishes. It's very important, okay? Please. Mrs. LBR, darling sis, Bright too. I see you. Thank you so much for coming, darling. Asking for a friend, my auntie dearest. Thank you so much. Big sis and a friend. Thank you. I don't go Lily, my sweetest big sis. Thank you so much. Thank you, Principal. I appreciate you for that financial support as well. Thank you so much. Lucy Soma, thank you. BTV. Oh, my backbone. Thank you so much, darling, for always being there. I appreciate you so much. Proud Caniopian Aquara Debunker. Stop pretending. Stop faking it, okay? Tell the man that you have to come. Tell him, don't fake it, darling, okay? Let's enjoy this thing together. And Prince Baby Nation, if I see you walking, doing that walkette like Diamond Platinum, will tie you and put you at the market square and give you 100 strokes. No man should be doing such walkettes, okay, with a woman. That walkette is not allowed, okay? Don't call him Bella. Queen Bridget said, don't call him. Who should we call? Queen Bridget said, don't call him. Who is that? Who is it we're calling, darling? Maybe I'm lost in the comment section. Thanks, Sophia James. I'm glad you enjoyed it, darling sis. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Fear that walkette. Honestly, dangerous walkette. So thank you all so much. Thank you. I'll see you all at some point next week. I love you all so much. To all my silent watchers, you know yourselves. I'm praying for some of you. You all know I love and appreciate you so much. Keep showing your girls some love. Share the link. Let's share this platform. Our target was to get to 2,000 before July. We did it. We've done it, and we are growing. Can we push it? Can we stretch it a little bit more? I'm sure we can. Okay. Let's spread the knowledge among ourselves. Well, thank God children in the diaspora don't sell their JJs. But honestly, you work hard. You have to merit it. So please share the link. Show your girls some love. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And all the new subbies, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I love you all so much. Let's listen to my queen of culture. Cyril was here not too long ago to support her sister. Please, let's keep showing her some love as well. If you haven't listened to this music, it's a beautiful piece by her advising the girls, advising the boys, youngsters. Don't go sell your bodies. Listen to your parents. Bella na tondi yo. Oh, I love you, Kella. Oh, na tondi mo eh. Banalo bana tondi mo eh. Na tondi mo, Kella. Na tondi mo. Thank you, darling. Mwah. Love you too. In my dialect, I say my Congo, Kella. Love you guys so much. Let's listen to Siri in the block. And we can exit. Let's Saka some Saka. Where's my Mama Peace person? My champion. My champion. My champion. Where's my Mama? Mom of two boys. My beautiful sis. Always there to support her Bella. FBI clearance. My darling big sis. Always there to throw me some wisdom advice. I thank you so much. Visionary Star TV. Mommy Brit, thank you. Thank you for being a pace setter. Thank you for being a pace setter. Come here, G's with the PPJ, my mama. Co-host is dancing. Dance, mama. Dance. 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 Hey, go Rere. Get Rere. If ever come and take your me and me. Eh? Yes, Baba. Ayo de fo. Bufu, ne fallait. Oh, wa kwara. When you le massa. What's you lendo ile oh ba kwara when you le massa. Thanks, Sophia James. This was from Zara. I think that last year Zara. But you can have copies of this in Shein. Shein does really cheap copies as well. Bong ya. Young Cabo. Stubbornness is not good, Ngum. Stubbornness is not good, Ngum. This is the best time to shop from Zara. Sophia James says it's the June sales. June sales. Diale se segale nuye babo kurule masa aya oh. Try. Yeah. Ngomo jindo wo kwa wadio. Ngomo jindo wo kwa wandi. Ngomo singe menti kwa na sasa. Ngomo re menti kwa na sasa lo. Ngomo re menti kwa na sasa. Ngomo jindo wo kwa wandi. Co-host, are you listening? Co-host, this is a message of caution from your auntie. Gumajine wakwa wandio, iyo, wayo. Oh, my darling auntie. Thank you, auntie. Thank you so much. Round borders. Thank you, auntie. Thank you. Is it gone off, baby? Oh, dear. I can never do that. Aya, oh. Giale se segale, lui bamo kurule masa. Aya, oh. Dance. Come on. Dance. Come on. Don't get down, you fall. Chuba. Pale. Oh. Chuba. Chuba. Hey. Go here. Yeah, dance. Dance. Yes. Okay. Aya, oh. Say bye. Yes, say bye. Thank you guys. Ah, Auntie, thank you so much. Thank you, Auntie. The machine walk over you. The machine walk over you. Sasa. Okay, this one. Take this one. Take this one. Let's round up. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.